Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Jacklyn and this is the Beauty Breakdown by Joss. I am so thankful that you are here to tune in. This is my first video, so I will be launching so many fun things on this channel. Although this video itself will be a super easy, everyday, no makeup type look, I'm going to be covering a lot of things on this channel, and it's going to turn into this vault of everything that is beauty related, different beauty hacks, cheap finds. You're going to see tutorials on hair and makeup and maybe even some nails, because everyone talks about my nails and they're hilariously cheap. But I'm also going to have some very candid conversations about, mom life, health and weight loss, and my mindset. And this is all about encouraging all of us women to help each other and be there for each other. And I'm so blessed to have this opportunity. I'm so thankful that you're here. Please make sure you subscribe, share this with your friends, like this video, tune in for more. I'm going to try to do at least one a week, and we'll also be launching a podcast soon too. Thanks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do just a very simple makeup look today, just with some little things that I have, not any specific type of regimen or brand. But I wanted to show you something fairly simple that's very quick in the morning, especially since I've been working out in the morning and need to kind of rush to get ready to go to work. I'm going to start with a primer. As you can see, I have some breakouts here that I've been trying to let kind of air out and dry up. One of the biggest tips I can tell you is if you start breaking out like this, don't pack on a bunch of makeup. That's like the worst thing that you could do. You have to just buckle up, go out in public without anything on, and let it breathe. That's the biggest thing. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use a primer to start. I really like something that has a blurring effect. Today I'm going to use something a little heavier, and it's by Rodan. It's a Protect and Blur product, so it's nice because it has a SPF 30 in it for sunscreen, and it kind of comes out like this rose color here, like this, and it doesn't take a lot. And I mainly use it on my, mainly here in my T-zone area. And I also have to be careful too, because I just got my eyebrows touched up with microblading, so I can't really get any makeup on them. So after that, I like to go in with concealer stick. This one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick, and it's in color Warm Alabaster. What's really cool about this, and how I like to try a bunch of products, because I know on my videos you guys see that I have tons of stuff, and it's not because I spend a bunch of money on product. The key is when there's Black Friday or semi-annual sales, I'll go on Nordstrom and Macy's and Sephora, and I look at their clearance section. So I actually got this stick, I think it was originally $28, and I got it for $11. And why do I want to spend $28 if I don't even know if I like it? So I'm going to go ahead and put it in kind of like this triangle look. I'm not going to do it all the way up to my eye, because I'm in my 30s, and a lot of the tutorials that I see are young girls that don't have any type of dark spots or anything like that. So less is more as we get older. And I take it right down the center of my face like that, right above my lips and on my chin. And I'm not putting anything on those breakouts. Instead of wiping it and smearing it, I'm going to use my finger and pat it in. And what this does is it kind of pushes it into the skin versus smearing it on top of the skin. And I work my way up to underneath the eye. So the whole point to this is to make us look well rested. Younger is a bonus. The Beauty Blender, which is that little egg-shaped sponge that you see, at Ulta or Sephora came out with this little tool, and it looks like the egg, but it's flat, and it's got two different sides to it, but I love this side. So it's like this microfiber type material, and it's perfect for getting into a place like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our finger in there and we're going to take a setting powder, and instead of doing a full-on bake, which is what they call when they take a loose powder, now they've come out with baking powder. It's called baking powder, but it's not what you cook with. Literally press it onto the skin and then let it sit there, and it's called baking. And what that does is it sets all of the concealer in place and creates this flawless look. But it can look really heavy, so we're gonna do a modified version of that. And what I'm using right now is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and there's a ton. It's worth every penny. It's about 30 bucks, but there's so much in here and you don't need a lot. This is dry, by the way, not wet. And I'm going to press it so I get powder on the sponge like this, and then I'm going to press it into the areas where I put the stick concealer. But I'm not going to load it on and let it sit there. I'm literally going to press it into the skin till it's almost gone. And then I'm going to go in with, I love this angled brush. It's by Morphe and Jacklyn Hill, and I got a set. It was on sale at Ulta. You guys have seen me use this a million times. This Hoola matte bronzer. It's just an awesome overall bronzer. And I tend to get sometimes a little jowly looking and round, so this is my way of kind of contouring my face without putting a ton of like war paint on my face. So I'll literally pat it in there and brush it off, and then I will go in to this part and literally buff in circles. And it's okay if it looks kind of heavy to start. And this is something that I'll have to do a video on too, but you have to put bronzer on different spots based on your shape of your face. So for me, I'm a little bit more round and heart shaped, so I like to basically bring everything kind of into a V and keep the light in the middle of my face, so I accentuate the middle and kind of hide the side. And I'll take it all the way down. You don't have to go heavy on the lower cheek, but I like to take it all the way down and underneath, so it kind of hides this double chin area too. So now you can see that this is starting to come together. It's still very extreme. You're not going to leave it like this. I do a little bit on my forehead, and then I just kind of take a little bit of residual that's on the brush and just go down the sides of my nose. Nothing major, not like a huge contour to the nose, but it just kind of finishes off the center of the face a little bit. And that's what's great about this brush too, is it kind of follows exactly the shape. So now it's starting to come together. You're seeing a little bit of contrast in the cheeks and highlight in the area that's the most important. Then I'm going to go in with blush. Blush can be scary, I know. This is, for the sake of this video, a no-name brand blush. This is something that I found in the little aisle where they get you at Ulta, where it's like you're about to check out and you see all these little things that are on sale and you've never heard the brand. That's where I got this, and I was like, well, maybe I could do something with it. It's called California in a Box, and it's a bronzing blush kit. I'm going to use this color right here in the middle, and that is, how about that? It doesn't even tell you what the color is. Couldn't even tell you what the color is. This is a brush that I got from Ulta. It was just a blush brush. There's no number on it. There's no, it's Ulta brand, and it's just kind of poofy and like oval. And I go in and I get a little bit on the brush and then tap it off. And then I'm literally going to go in little circles pretty lightly. right on the apple of my cheek. And right now, everything looks very divided. It's like you can see the blush, you can see the concealer, you can see the highlighter, and there's no like blending to it. But I'm going to show you a really cool technique that I learned to make it all come together and look really natural. So you're putting on all of your colors and all of this work before blending. I'm going to do what's called a buffing method. And you almost feel like you're buffing everything off, but what's so cool about it is it has this seamless type of buffed look where there's no, you can't see where the highlighter ends and the blush starts. You can't see the difference between the blush and the concealer or the bronzer. So it's really nice because it actually makes everything look very, very, very natural. So I'm going back in with that Laura Mercier, and I'm using just the cap. And I'm just going to tap in the cap with this giant Morphe Jacklyn Hill brush. This one is the JH02. It's a huge buffer brush, and I love this one. And I'm going to start at the bottom with product on the brush and literally go in circles over the entire face till everything is blended. Again, you're going to feel like you're blending everything away, but that's the point. What's really cool about this too is it wears so well throughout the day. It's like the longer you wear it, the more natural it looks, and everything just kind of like stays in its place. I'm gonna just do something really quick on my eyes. I like to take a little bit of brown eyeliner. This one is a Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. You can get it at Ulta or Sephora, okay? And it's like a marker. Sometimes liquid eyeliners are a little tricky for me. And I literally start at the edge of my eye and bring it in a little bit, and I'll try to zoom this in for you guys to see. I bring it in a little bit. It does not have to be perfect. And then I take it out just a little bit past my lashes. And it's amazing how when I have my mascara on, it almost has like this falsy appearance and brings my eye out without a ton of eye makeup. So if you can kind of see the difference, and I don't have any mascara on, the difference between this one and this one. It gives it a little oomph. Lastly, a lip. One of my favorite go-to lips right now is by Buxom, and what's so neat about this product, it's called Pillow Pout, and you untwist it. The color is actually inside of the tip. I don't even know if you can see in there. And there's a little sponge tip that comes out, and you can just swirl it inside, and then it comes out on this little pillowy sponge, and it's just this muted color. This one happens to be called Cozy Up, and I just, no liner, no nothing. Put it on, I put it on a little bit to the outside of my mouth in here, and it gives the illusion that the lips are a little bit bigger. I know this is a terrible trick, but it's terrible for your skin, but I like to do a little spritz of like an aerosol hairspray, maybe like Sebastian. I love that one. And it sets it all day. Okay, here we go. So this is the finished look. Very natural, but still finished, and you don't feel like you're just very bare. I want to point out that I didn't put really much of anything except a little bit of powder over my breakouts, and your eye is completely off of the breakouts now. I still have them here, but I didn't load up a ton of product on top to accentuate them or suffocate them so they get worse. The whole point is to keep them dry and cleared out. I'll link and put a list of all the products that I used below this video. Thank you so much for watching. I am so excited to be able to launch these videos like this and start my channel. So if you want to see more like this, I'm going to hope to do one a week at least. And make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.